Volatility was a gift to the faithful. It scares away the tourist. It scares away the lazy. It scares away the people that are already conventionally rich, that have all the money. If you're a 20-something or a 30-something and you're willing to do the work, if you're willing to spend 100 hours or 200 hours, if you have more time than money, then the volatility of Bitcoin is a gift to you. If you have more money than time and you're arrogant and egotistical and you just pick the obvious, then if the volatility goes away, you buy Bitcoin. If people in the rest of the world knew what I know and they understood and they agreed with me, Bitcoin would go to $10 million tomorrow. And if Bitcoin went to $10 million tomorrow, I want you to think about how you would feel and how your viewers would feel, because you would lose 20 years of stacking opportunity during which you get to buy at less than $10 million. So the difference between $10 million and 100,000, that's what you give up if the volatility goes away and people start to agree with you.
Hey, what's going on, Bull Runners? Welcome back to the channel. Ryan Huggins here, aka Win with Ryan. Imagine this. You're staring at your screen as XRP hovers just under $3, whispering promises of the moonshot rally that vanished last spring, leaving your portfolio in the dust, wondering if the dreams are dead for good. But what if I told you right now, as October, aka Uptober, shadow creeps in, a hidden wave is building. Experts are spotting patterns from past cycles, ETF inflows hitting record highs, and even whispers from the top that could flip the script overnight. Stick with me through today's Crypto Pulse, XRP's potential restart, Trump's bombshell calling Bitcoin the new oil, and the hottest headlines shaking the market, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what your next move could turn that whisper into a roar. Plus, we will be heading over to X to find out all the breaking news in the crypto world today. We're going to head over to Forex Factory. We're going to head start on next week's red folder news that you need to know about. We're going to jump into the XRP charts. We're going to look for important areas of resistance and support. Plus, we're going to be looking at the long-term and short-term momentum wave, and so much more in today's video. So if you're like most people where you don't have the opportunity to spend hours a day doing crypto research, well, that's what we do for you every day. So make sure you subscribe right now. And if you are still feeling bullish about this current bull run, let us know by commenting 777 down below.
Do you love crypto, but are you worried about taxes shrinking your retirement nest egg? Here's the deal. Trading and selling crypto can trigger capital gains taxes eating into your wealth. A crypto IRA fixes that. Per IRS publication 590B, traditional IRA gains like those from crypto aren't taxed until distributed. That's why we've partnered with iTrust Capital, a leading crypto IRA company in the USA, to sponsor today's video. And they offer institutional grade custody for retail clients that want to set up their crypto IRAs for retirement, leveraging top storage solutions like Fidelity, Wells Fargo, and Coinbase Prime to keep your assets secure. To get started, simply click the link in the description of this video, sign up for free, and fund your account with cash. They also offer 401k rollovers or crypto transfers, and you can trade 24/7 with just 1% transaction fees and no maintenance costs. As always, I'm not a CPA or financial advisor, so consult one for tax advice, and we do earn a commission if you sign up using our link below to fund your crypto IRA account, but that helps support value-based videos like this. And iTrust Capital already has over 200,000 crypto IRA accounts and over $14 billion in transactions, proving they're trusted by smart investors just like you. So click the link below, get started now by funding your account today, and let's create generational wealth together.
First things first, we're heading over to CoinMarketCap. Look at the overall health of the crypto market. It's up 1.76% in the last 24 hours. We're now trading at $3.87 trillion total market cap, $109 billion worth of trading volume in the last 24 hours. And you can see this nice little pump heading towards that $3.9 trillion resistance level. Fear and greed index is in the fear zone at 34. Altcoin season index unfortunately has dropped down to 65 out of 100, but we are still in the blue altcoin season. Bitcoin dominance still maintaining that 57% at 57.8. We'd love to see this drop into the 56th percentile. And as a reminder, last week was not great for the ETF, Bitcoin or Ethereum. On Friday, we had 400 million outflows, getting us to a total of 900 million to the downside for Bitcoin ETFs. Ethereum ETFs did not fare well either, down 256 million on Friday with a total of 795 million outflows of the ETF for Ethereum. Finishing the weekend off, top 6 cryptos by total market cap: Bitcoin at 112,000, number 1, Ethereum number 2 at 4,100, Tether at number 3 at $1. XRP now at number 4. Will it take back that number 3 spot? Currently sitting at $2.86. BNB at number 5 at 990. Solana at number 6 for $210. Red folder news you need to know about this week. On Tuesday, we're going to have the JOLTS job openings. That'll be an estimated forecast of 4.15 million. Then we have also on Wednesday, ADP non-farm employment change and manufacturing PMI. The big number that's going to be very important, it's been a trend as of lately. The unemployment claims have been coming in lower than forecasted, which is positive for the market as a whole, indicating a healthy economy. So we'll see how that continues to roll out. Average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change also coming out on Friday, and the actual unemployment rate currently sitting at 4.3 as a forecast, and last was 4.3. So we'll see, are we getting better with the unemployment rate? And we will also have services PMI on Friday as well. As the markets evolve into a more TradFi DeFi combo, you need to know this information. Make sure you subscribe right now so that way you don't miss it when we give you this data every single day. Now, as you saw in the kickoff of the video, Michael Saylor talking about volatility. And boy, are we seeing that today. Volatility definitely is a good thing in crypto, ups and downs like crazy. Everything's looking pretty solidly green thus far for the day. We got 24 minutes left in the daily candle. We're going to be finishing strong to the upside. One thing to keep in mind though, we did just barely fill a fair value gap here at these levels. As of today, there was one right here that needed to be filled at 111. We do have a continued rise to the upside, which can get us to 115,000, filling in that fair value gap there as well. But we will get into the charts deeper at the end of this video. Trump has come out now and said Bitcoin is the new oil. Now, this is interesting because of the fact that we don't actually hold much Bitcoin. We do have a huge reserve of oil. We have a huge reserve of gold. They talk about this Bitcoin stockpile, Bitcoin strategic reserve we're going to have that we don't have yet. The only thing they have in there currently is the money that they've confiscated from criminals, as they say. But when will the United States actually take it serious, like it is the new oil, and start to buy and hold Bitcoin? But on a positive note, the US government does hold over 1,000x more Bitcoin than it does Ethereum. So even though we are pretty light on the Bitcoin holdings as where we should be, we do have a lot more of it than we do have Ethereum. India says no crypto-related companies will be allowed. The Bombay Stock Exchange has rejected a company's listing after it raised funds to invest in crypto. A nice post here from Gordon saying, "My quant has spoken, time to send." And when you zoom in on this image, it's Eric Trump saying, let me say it again, buy the dip. That was on August 2nd, 2025, before a nice fat rally. But a lot of people forget that he actually said buy the dip way up here, and we actually had a crash to the downside before the rip to the upside. But he has recently, September 26th, said buy the dips. Now, as we covered yesterday, I got a little deep with this messaging issue going on in the EU, and then also the ID system going on in the UK. Well, it does get a little deeper. The man behind the digital ID push is Larry Ellison, who owner of Oracle, CBS, CNN, and soon he just got the approval to buy TikTok. Well, he wants data centralized and total surveillance. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly watching and recording everything that's going on. Absolutely terrifying.
Your body cams will be transmitting that. The police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording, watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on.
Let's not forget, here in the United States, they're pushing hard for the real ID. No digital IDs, guys. Autism Capital also coming out fighting against this as well. You don't realize how badly it will be abused. It will be sold under the useful guises for safety, help with immigration, reduces racism, It's what Hitler would have wanted, etc. But it is a full social credit system. It's Black Mirror. It will be tied to eventual CBDCs. We did a big thing on central bank digital currencies yesterday's video. Cash barter will be banned. Literally, you will not be able to trade cash dollars for anything, and you also will not be able to change items for other items. They won't allow that because they want to know every single thing you transact. All your socials, every thought, every fart, every heartbeat, you will have plugged into a unique profile for you. All your wearable data, health, your mattresses, how long you microwave soup for, every time you open your fridge, everything tracked to your profile. Now, I laugh a little bit, but this is not a joke. This is what they ultimately would like to do. And the problem with this here is that it puts all of this power, surveillance power, into the hands of the very few ultra billionaire rich people, while all of the serf citizens like us, even if you have a couple $1 million, it's going to be nothing when you're talking about all the mega rich billionaire, trillionaires. When this stuff rolls out, they will have complete control. This is how you're able to have, 10, 15,000 people be able to control billions because they have absolute surveillance. Resist the digital ID, value your freedom, avoid the totalitarian tiptoe towards complete erosion of your human rights, your individuality, ego stripped and reduced to nothing but data for the hive mind. Do not fall for that. So that was from Michael Schellenberger, the video. We also have the Solari report, which is Catherine Austin Fitz chiming in on it as well, saying Ellison is pushing to institute digital slavery of means for the mega rich to become richer without hard work or productivity. It is time to remove his influence from national and global politics and the economy. So give me your opinion down in the description. Are you excited about the digital tracking, the digital ID, real ID in the United States, in the UK? Or do you think that is an overreach of power? And do you think crypto is the one that's leading these into the actual coming surveillance state? We have a great post here from Positive News. I know that was pretty heavy stuff there. Not financial advice. Crypto comes out and says Luke Skywalker's X-Wing has a unique identity. It's AA589. Now, if you're familiar, if you've been around for the XRP community long enough, 589 is a special number for the conspiracy of Ripple XRP. The movies never say it out loud, but they hit it in the sneakiest way possible. Is Luke's X-Wing the perfect metaphor for XRP and X with 589 tied to its identity to take down the Death Star or potentially AKA the New World Order?
What's the unique designation of Luke Skywalker's iconic X-Wing? AA589. Luke Skywalker, the hero in one of the most famous movies of all time, flew around in a big X called 589. I mean, are you kidding me? This was revealed in the 1991 Star Wars Expanded Universe novel, Heir to the Empire, and became an established fact.
The single most important starfighter in the Star Wars galaxy. Some know it by its unit designation number, AA589. Others know it by its call sign, Red 5. And some simply know it as Luke Skywalker's X-Wing.
And it gets even crazier. Look how they snuck this 589 fact into the most recent Star Wars movie as an Easter egg. The X-Wing's 589 designation number is so quick and subliminal, it's unbelievable.
Sorry, I'm afraid Arthur's memory bank must be crossed with his logic receptors. He says he is receiving a transmission from Master Luke.
That's an old craft ID.
Wait a minute, did you see it? Probably not, because for one, it was a split second, and two, it was shown backwards because the camera is filming through the screen. But if you freeze it and flip it, there it is. Like magic, 589.
So when will XRP $5.89, $58.90, or when will it be $589? Will the XR price rally restart in October? Will we officially be getting Uptober, ladies and gentlemen? Well, XRP's price obviously has to hold above 275, currently trading at $2.81. then they need to ignite that recovery for Uptober, which could trigger also by the spot ETF approval, which we have several, and the potential influx of institutional capital. XRP now at $2.86, traded at the monthly open on September 1st at $2.77 after dropping 14% in the last 2 weeks. Holding this level sparks hope for recovery. Could be in the cards for October. As we see right here, there is a fat symmetrical triangle playing out in the charts below. Holding above the trend line would increase the chances of a breakout above the descending trend line here. And that would be getting us above the $2.86 level where we're at. Also, that would be breaking above the 100-day simple moving average. And this move could result in reaching the bullish target price of $3.62, which is essentially almost back of the new all-time high that we have established at $3.66. The Glassnode distribution heat map shows large cluster demands down here at that $2.75 level, which nearly 1.58 billion XRP were acquired, reinforcing the importance of that level. One thing we have to keep an eye on, though, even though it is Uptober for most cryptos, unfortunately for the bulls, XRP tends to struggle in October. Since 2013, the price has closed in the red for 7 of the past 12 months, with average returns slipping about 4%. However, November is the best month, making the period between October to December the best quarter for XRP price rallies. It is only 3-month period with the average of 51% gains according to Crypto Rank. But you know what has never happened before for XRP in October? Uptober, because of ETFs. October's ETF spotlight could definitely add tailwinds to XRP's rally with the SEC deadlines looming middle of the month. Franklin Templeton's decision is November 14th. Rex Osprey's debuted on September 18th with nearly 38 million on the first day volume. Grayscale's decision is October 18th, and key deadlines for other applications between the 19th and the 25th, as we see right here in the chart. Grayscale's 18th, 21 shares 19th, Bitwise 20th, Canary Capital 23rd, Wisdom Tree 25th, Franklin Templeton November 14th. And now that we have these streamlined SEC standards and post-Ripple lawsuit clarity, well, it's definitely pushed these approval odds to 100% by December 31st, unlocking a possible $4 to $8 billion in first-year inflows, according to analysts. So let's take a look at XRP in the current charts. What are we doing? How are things going? Well, a couple of things that we've been following along with. This is our weekly spider line chart. So each one of these lines right here is a support and resistance line that comes from us to us from the history of the 2018 collapse and also the high of 2021. When you draw a ray from the drops of each candle week body to the one pinpoint fulcrum level here, it shoots out a price into the future. And that is a great support and resistance. And it has been working supremely well on the weekly charts, but also the 3-day charts. But as we can see right now, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for price to continue breaking back up to our spider line here at $2.92. That is also where our 30 and 50 exponential moving averages have collided. We are currently looking to break above the 10 exponential moving average literally any minute now. It has to happen today. If it doesn't, we'll be rejecting and then potentially coming back down to our turquoise spider line down here of $2.57. So we definitely do not want to see that. But the reason why I bring that up, if we look at market structure, we had our highest high ever, then we had a lower high, then we had another lower high. And if this is pushing up and it rejects off of these levels, then we have another lower high. Then we've also had lower low, and now a lower low. So as far as prices go, we want to see continued momentum. Right now, unfortunately, long-term momentum wave is bearish. It's flipped red and it's been red for quite some time. We are starting to see a crank back to the upside. If we zoom in on our short-term momentum wave, this is what we talked about yesterday. Last time our short-term momentum wave got near zero, it rallied for a second, but then finally made a push all the way to absolute zero on this chart. And then we had a nice crank to the upside. So from zero to the upside, that was from $2.75 to $2.16. Well, the good news is We have finished our reset to zero. It has now started flashing back to green. Literally just started flashing green today, as we can see right here. So we got some bullish momentum on the short-term momentum wave. The candles themselves are showing some momentum from that. If we switch it to Heikin-Ashi candles, this is our first green daily Heikin-Ashi candle, which will close in 4 minutes, 58 seconds, showing a reversal opportunity here. Now let's flip to our fresh chart and look at XRP. We're going to do standard support and resistance levels here. Now that's supply and demand. Let's do support and resistance. Here we go. Let's get rid of the fair value gaps. So as we've been talking about, these candle body closes on the weekly, as we can see right here, this weekly candle body close at 273, put us right here as a support line to the downside. If we would have lost that level, we had another level here at $2.60 based upon these weekly candle body close, the December 16th candle. Now, as we surge back to the upside, we're looking to break these levels now. So we have a candle body close here at $3.02, which unfortunately, last time we surged up there 3-4 weeks ago, we could not break. We wicked, but we could not break, and we failed. So we need to see a surge above 303. Then we have the candle body close here, and these coincide with those higher highs or lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. We need to break those in this new market structure. So after 303, it'll be 318. After 318, we need to break above 345. Weekly long-term momentum bullish. Short-term momentum has started its reset, but has not completed the reset. So there is a possibility of continued drop, or what I've been talking about, which we want to see, as we can see here on the daily chart, is actually price getting back above this $3 range and then consolidating until October 6th. We're going to do a vertical line here, October 6th, which will start to, which on or before October 6th, 2, 3, 4 days prior to that, it's totally acceptable, probably in reality. What's going to happen? Well, that's when we turn on our moon phases here. And when we take a look at XRP specifically, historically, it does really well during full moons, pump. Full moon, pump. Now, during consolidation periods, it's a little choppy. I mean, we're getting 215 up to 263. That's a 50-cent move, which is pretty solid. Full moon, pump. Full moon, pump. Full moon, pump. And now, obviously, it's not dollars worth of pump. This one is, how about full moon pump? Now we're hoping for this next full moon, October 6th, to be our next massive pump. For Uptober, this also coincides pretty well with this long-term momentum wave, which should take probably 3-4 days to break back above the zero line here. Depending, I mean, if we have a 5-10% candle, it's really going to make this move to the upside. But as we see, we're up 2% on this candle closing in an hour, right? Or closing in a minute on the daily. So tomorrow's new candle, the Monday candle, if it's up another 2%, it's nothing. So this moves slowly on 2%. If we get a 5-10% or something like that, we could really surge through. So the beginning of October 1st, 2nd, 3rd, we'll see if we get enough pre-energy into the actual full moon, because on the 6th, we hope we have liftoff. As we can see right here, this is a couple of days prior. We started making a little move up, pullback, and then the launch. Now, there have been a couple of scenarios where full moon did not pump to the upside. It was more of a consolidation period, but when it does pump, it really can be significant. So we'll keep an eye out for October 6th. But like I said, traditional support and resistance. We have down here $2.60 for a deep dive. We have $2.72, which we just bounced off of for the third time. 1, 2, 3, fourth time, actually. Now we're starting to see a push to the upside. That brand new candle just kicked off. We'll see what happens in the next 24 hours to get some positive momentum here. We would like to see it at least break above right here, this 292, creating a new market structure there. But really, breaking above 318 is going to be a game changer. That's where we get rid of these lower highs scenario, and then we start to get a new higher high.
Hey, bull runners, check this out. If you want to learn how to find the next 10x, 50x, or even 100x altcoin in this video, listen to this. Our research team posted GOAT on the 13th of October of 2024 when it was right at a penny, and since then it rallied to over $1 and is currently still up over 5,000%. That's like turning $1,000 into over $50,000. Our team called Pendle at only a $16 million market cap, or 16 cents, back on February 18th of 2023, all the way back here, and since then it's rallied up over 4,000%. That's a 40x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $40,000. Our team also called BitTensor Tau September 15th, 2022, before the token was ever even launched. And since then, Tau has rallied over 2,000%. That's a 20x. Our team even said Solana is most likely to be one of the easiest trades next year, and this was posted December 29th, 2022, on the day that Solana bottomed out at around $8. And since then, Solana looks like it's up over 2,500%. That's a 25x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $25,000. And the bull run is just getting started. The list goes on and on and on. Our team called Sui, Ondo, and even some of the biggest cult-based meme coins like MOG back in July 20th of 2023, the day that MOG launched. So if you want to learn how our team is finding these altcoins before they explode, we just launched Altcoin Pro University, where our research team gives you real-time altcoin picks with explosive potential for this bull run, along with 100+ expert curated classes crafted by industry experts to discover these gems yourself, on top of our live weekly calls every single week for in-depth crypto market analysis and daily updates. And that's just a fraction of what we offer inside of Altcoin Pro University. Just go through the link in the description below, get in right now, watch the 26-minute video covering everything that Altcoin Pro University offers,